What is up, YouTube? Just want to take a minute to say thank you for checking out my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, dislike, all the fun stuff, just to help the YouTube algorithm do its thing and get me out there in front of more people so they can tell me that my head's too shiny or I'm stupid or whatever. I need to be nicer to this little fuzzball here. Okay, she doesn't want to sit up there, so anyway. And then I still have the Patreon. I'm working on what I want to do with that for Patreons. Maybe put their suggestions or comments or whatever to the front of the list. Um, I don't know. Maybe as I get bigger, I'll do something else too. But I've got that, and then I also have a Amazon affiliate link. Both of those links for the Patreon and the Amazon are down in the description below. With the Amazon, it's regular Amazon. Only difference is if you purchase something from that or using that link, I get a little commission off that. So that would be great. No additional charge for you guys though, and I do not get to see who bought what. I do see what was bought, but not who bought it. But yeah, we'll get to that video here shortly. You guys have a good one.
I know I'm not the only one who regret the things I've done. Get it, ow! Turn down the light.
That's really cool.
I can turn it on, yeah, turn it on.
Guys were asking where she'd been and when she might be back. So tonight Brenda invited Bryn, who has a pussy cat. Teen Kitty wants to say hi. Is that acid? What is up, YouTube? It's your friendly neighborhood Runningbaldman back again for another video. Hope everybody's had a good week. Mine's, like always, been uneventful, but today we are doing story time again, and we are revisiting or rereading one of our favorites, Peter Pitched a Tent. And Teeny Kitty decides to jump in my lap and see what this is about. So let's get to it here. Peter Pitched a Tent. And this one is Season 2, Book 5 from Reach Around Publishing. Alright. Peter dreams of camping, with mermaids by the sea. Sometimes one, sometimes two. Last night he dreamed of 3. When Grandma came to wake him up, back out the door she went. At some point in the night, it seems that Peter pitched a tent. I mean, I think every guy knows about that. Peter is excitable. He loves the great outdoors. He built a campsite in the night, right on his bedroom floor. At least the ground, or hopefully the ground wasn't soggy. He's no good at chopping wood. He's terrible at fishing. The skills that make a camper good, Peter's mostly missing. He has more pimples on his face than he has camping sense. But Peter is a total ace when it comes to pitching tents. He took down the tent that he had pitched and headed off to school. Along the way he'd had an itch to stop off at the pool. I like the sock that's on the bed. I think we all know what that gets used for. Peter timed it perfectly. Such a stroke of luck. The senior female diving team was practicing their tucks. Peter pitched a tent with ease, much larger than before. This show of swimming expertise could not be ignored. And we all know that tents that get pitched do vary in sizes and strength. Peter's friends, Matt and Zach, were waiting at the school. Both of them sat back and laughed when he told him about the pool. Peter likes the science teacher. In her class, he's never bored. She was showing off some creature when it hopped down onto the floor. She's the mermaid. That reminds me of, what was it? She was a chemistry teacher when I was in high school. What was her name? Mrs. or Miss Seifert. I remember there was speculation on whether she was, well, into girls, but I don't think so. She turned her back to pick it up, and bent down on one knee. In 3 seconds flat, his tent was up, a towering teepee. She looks impressed by the teepee. After school, Matt and Peter came to hang with Zach. Zach's front yard was getting lame, so they headed towards the back. I'm guessing this guy right here is a foreign exchange student, just because his shirt is, what is that, the Italian flag maybe? The colors of a foreign flag anyway. Right there in their swimwear, in front of everyone, Zach's mom and his sister were laying in the sun. And we all know that friend who has that hot mom and hot sister. But that's a guy code thing, so. Zach announced, "It's time to go." But when he turned around, Matt sat down to watch the show as a circus came to town. Peter started twitching. He was turning red. The circuits? Oh, the circuits were all glitching deep inside his head. He sputtered and he wheezed. They were rolling back. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I was expecting something from the home warranty. My oven's out, so I got the ringer on. But so I stopped the record, and so on a new record at this point. So I will start over the last page. Um, Peter started twitching. He was turning red. The circuits were all glitching deep inside his head. He sputtered and he wheezed. His eyes were rolling back. When finally he breathed, everyone stepped back. Zach's sister was not convinced that he is just 13. Peter pitched the biggest tent the world has ever seen. I'm guessing this is Zach's sister saying to call him. Although it could be his mom too. I mean, it could be a Mrs. Robinson type thing. Spank the monkey's on his way to visit Petertown. He's going to need a helping hand to take that big tent down. And that is the end of Peter Pitched a Tent. That, I mean, whoever this Bimisi, how do you say his last name is, he's a genius. It could just be a pen name too. Um, but yeah, these reach around publishing books are just great. Um, but guys, I think that's going to do it for today. You all have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you next time.